Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll. And tonight I'm joined by my very good friends. First of all, we have Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy. And we also have my man, Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. Boys, how we doing tonight?
Doing
Great,
good,
man. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, glad we're leading into the weekend and, getting this going.
All right.
Dude, it's NFL draft is now. It's
Yep.
happening as we speak. It's fantastic. It's inspired us, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is that's right. We are doing a draft tonight.
Yeah. And
Yep.
Guardians is next week. So
Yeah.
it also
So it's-
inspired our draft.
It's themed our decision to do a draft covering Marvel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Big surprise.
We should have done DC just to be different. That's what,
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
just to
no,
have no one listen to it. No. But seriously, we are excited to do a Marvel draft tonight. It's a little different. We've done different kinds of drafts in the past. This one might be the most fun.
Yeah, I think so. I think so,
Yeah.
too.
It is a Ultimate Marvel Team Draft. And we'll explain what that means a little later. But before we do, big shout out to all of our listeners, everybody who's tuning in. We want to remind you to please hit the subscribe button wherever you listen, and to please share the podcast with all of your friends, okay? And also, follow us on social media, at Royal Geek Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
We're all
All
over
of
the
them.
place.
All of them.
So check us out. Keep up to date. Oh yeah, and like you said, Guardians comes out this coming week. So next
Yep.
week we will have a review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So make sure you check that out. All right, boys, it's time. So if you're an avid fan of the Royal Geek Podcast, you know that we do draft episodes from time to time. Here's how they work. We are each going to field a 5-person team, okay? It's got to be Marvel characters from live-action universe.
Yep.
It could be the MCU, the Foxverse, the
Sonyverse.
X-Men, all that stuff. Okay, so live-action Marvel movie or television show, whatever. So it's got to come from live-action. Everyone needs to have a male hero, a female hero, a side character, a villain, and then an anti-hero. Okay.
Yes.
In honor of Taylor Swift being in town and doing a concert, doing it.
There you
Yes,
go.
that's
That's
exactly why we
That
did
was
it.
why we did anti-hero as well. So, Shamato is we did the revealing of the draft order off pod.
Yes.
'Cause that's not a very maybe we should do that one time on the pod and then just
We'll see how it goes.
that could be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But Shimano got the number one overall pick.
Shimano has
Yes.
a number 1 overall pick, so it'll basically go this direction. If you're watching, you can see my hand moving here. It'll go Shimano, then me, and then Justin. That actually worked out great.
It did.
Yeah.
And then
Fantastic,
it snakes back. Justin would have the first pick in the second round, back to me
Yeah.
again, and Shimano would finish the second round.
See, it's all right in the world because you're starting from the left and then working to the right from the way the viewers are going to see it.
Yeah, from the way the viewers see it. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
start on the left.
I hate
So-
you. I hate you so much. But yes.
On your left. All right.
We are ready to, I think, hit the clock, right?
We
Put
are.
Shimano
I'm
on
gonna
the
I'm gonna get my piece of paper here with my
Nice.
notes.
Nice.
Justin's just going straight memory. He doesn't need notes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got
I
his phone. Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
But
Amata has the number 1 overall pick.
How much
yeah.
time do I get on the clock? Do I get the 10 minutes? Do I get the 10
You get
minutes
the
like in
10
the
full
NFL
minutes.
draft?
So Justin had written on a piece of paper who he thinks you're going to pick. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have you reveal your pick, the number 1 overall pick of our Ultimate Marvel Team Draft, as I open this paper.
All right, so my number 1 overall pick is going to be from the villain category, Magneto.
Justin was right.
I was right. Justin, I guessed it, and I hate it, and because that probably was my first round pick too.
Yeah.
So, but yes, congratulations. Appreciate you.
We're really proud of you.
But yeah, I love Magneto. I loved it. Sir Ian McKellen's version was fantastic, and I really loved Fassbender when he came in and took over the role. He has such a powerful backstory and has so much pain connected with his character, and it just fits him so well. And he's a great villain with an awesome power set in the first, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Great story.
And it works so well against such a hero, for example, like Wolverine, who they put on him against a lot. Literally he basically nerfs Wolverine almost to a ridiculous degree. And he has, I mean, the MCU is phenomenal, but he has a scene where he's in when they're in a plane that is one of the most gripping scenes in all of comic book, movie, or TV that has ever been done, where he's just going off on. On
Charles,
Professor
right?
X, yes,
Yeah.
on Charles, and he's just like going off, and he's just like you can see the plane just going into Fassbender, just his intensity is just incredible, and it's a phenomenal scene, and he is just a phenomenal character in
He's
that
amazing.
scene.
Yeah,
For sure.
I agree. And you don't realize how much metal is in everything.
Yeah,
and
everything.
you really could take over the world with the control of metal. Like,
Yes.
it is insane.
Well, just the way they had him like so far beneath the Pentagon.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Remember because of that, like because of his just threat level.
Yes.
It's just so crazy, man.
And
So-
everything was plastic around him because
Yes.
you didn't want it. And the way he escaped was somebody put mercury inside of some dude.
Inside of a guard, yeah.
Yes.
Or was broken out by Professor X, and
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
yeah, and
But hey, That's a good pick, man. That's a great number 1 overall pick, and a character that I cannot wait to see in the MCU.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait either.
Fired up. All right. Am I on the clock now?
You are on the clock.
Yes.
Dude,
yeah.
I kind of want to know if like you can guess who I'm gonna pick.
I probably can actually.
Do you want to write it down?
No, I'm not that
All right.
confident.
So
I'm not that
do you-
confident.
could you make a guess right now? I don't want you to say it, but
I could make a guess. Yes.
okay. So when I make my pick, I want you to tell me if you got it.
Okay.
Okay,
Deal.
and be honest.
I'll be honest.
Oh, how about this? Do you know what category I'm going?
You're going anti-hero.
I am going anti-hero. Son of a gun. He knows who I'm going with. How about you take a guess who I'm going with then? You can do it.
No, I don't.
No. Take my thunder. It's okay.
No. You got it.
Brother, take my thunder.
Deadpool.
It's not Deadpool.
Oh, okay,
Oh, I'm going Loki.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting point.
First
I can
round.
understand that. Yeah.
Interesting.
First round, anti-hero, taking Loki, hands down.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters in all of Marvel.
He's fantastic. Tom Hiddleston does a great job portraying
Yes.
him. We've spent numerous hours
Yes.
on this podcast
Yep.
talking about
Yes.
how much we love this guy.
Yep.
But I think you're right, especially in recent actions with with his time variance authority. Like when he's in that really changed the perspective of Loki. Like he
Yeah.
went from like that villainous top villain tier to kind of like now here he is doing his part to kind of right some wrongs. And
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what I'm really enjoying, that journey and that the decisions that he's having to make to tread that line of good and evil.
Absolutely. And truthfully, he will probably become more of a hero in time, like
Yeah.
within the MCU, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, even just like his entire story and just, think of Ragnarok and I think of the role he played in Ragnarok. And
Yes.
And just, the fact that the Loki series was like my favorite series, hands down, on Disney Plus. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, I do love Deadpool, but I was like, man, I'm going to be bummed out if I don't get Loki. So I was like, if he's there in the first round, it's happening.
Yep. Oh, you could have went villain there, and then came back and tried to do something else with Deadpool.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of strategy. So we
Yeah.
got one villain off the board. We've got an anti-hero.
Yeah.
I want to know where Justin's going with his first.
I bet none of
first
you
round
guys
pick.
can guess who I'm going to pick.
Okay, give
Tell me
us
the category. Tell me the category.
No, I was going to tell. Have you? Because I can't guess.
Yeah.
Can you guess, Samana?
No, I mean if
I'm
if
such
we're
the
going
wild card. I'm such
if
the
we're
wild
going
card.
main line, I know who you would go with. But with what you just said, I don't think you're going to go with
I
that
feel like
person.
if you told me the category, maybe I could make a guess. But which you will tell us the category
I'm about
first.
to. I'm about
Yeah,
to.
go ahead.
I'm drafting hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
How well do we know each other? That's the thing.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
All right. I do have a guess, but I'm not going to say it because
Yeah.
I don't want to steal
Right.
the thunder.
Of course. Shimano, what do you?
I mean, I have a guess, but I don't think it's going to be what I think it is because
Okay.
you said it was supposed to be this wild card pick. So
Well, no, I'm just
Wild
saying.
card.
You guys really can't could he gone villain? Could he gone hero? Like you would have known hero if I didn't say hero. I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
Is it
when you
group?
said guess, guess,
Yeah.
I was thinking hero, and I was
Okay.
thinking a specific hero.
I was thinking.
but-
Me too.
All right,
So,
you ready? You ready for it?
but-
The
yeah,
reveal.
yes.
Yep.
I'm luckily. I knew for a fact you were taking Magneto. You were the other. You were like I was like unsure which direction you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go hero first.
Oh, I know where he's going. Son of a gun.
You
And
don't.
I want him.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't. It's not. Wolverine.
That is what I thought.
Yes. Okay.
That is
good.
what I thought.
Good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Wolverine is my pick.
Yeah.
And I mean, need I say
I would have
more?
taken him. It's either for me. It was either gonna be Loki or Wolverine.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I knew. Son of a gun.
Yeah. And I mean, Hugh Jackman's performance of Wolverine has been great.
Yes.
So much so he retired from the character and
then
came back and to play him,
Pulled
which
the
we're
Brett
looking
Favre.
forward to that. Yeah, he
Yeah.
pulled the Brett Favre, but all actuality, like Wolverine, the ferocity that he has as a hero, like he is a hero. He's not an anti-hero because he always like strives to do what's right. That's what I think truly makes a hero, right? And he does it with like this furious nature that is just so intimidating and amazing to watch.
Man.
Well, I think one of the coolest things about him is although he has like the coolness of an anti-hero, but his like actual like moral like Arrow is a hero's Arrow. So, but like he kind of gets into both categories, like without the like without some of like the things that an anti-hero would get like knocked for, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know. I really want to see him in his yellow suit, like in live action. I really want to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's some of the best. Like, to tell you the truth, I didn't want to say like, but like the ending of that plane scene is perfectly ended by Wolverine. To tell you the truth, because he diffuses the scene perfectly, because there's this huge intense scene, and like all this stuff is being thrown around the plane, and then Wolverine, after all this ends, he just looks at Magneto and he's like, "You gonna pick that up?" It just
Yeah, exactly. It's such a good character, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Wolverine. But I guess it's back to me.
It is back to you.
And
the
we're going to
snake.
start round 2. And
round 2. Here we go.
I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be a pretty high pick. I feel like maybe some people will save their secondary / support character for last, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go the second round and just get this person off the board. I did quotes for person, by the way.
All right.
Because my secondary character is going to be Jarvis. Jarvis is going to be my secondary one. Jarvis has so much influence in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the catalysts to starting the MCU. If you think about it, like he's Iron Man's AI, right?
Yes.
But then not only that, but he ends up taking over like Avengers Tower. Like he dictates everything that's going on in Avengers Tower, right? And then he actually becomes a actual life form in Ultron first, right? And then in Vision, or Vision and then Ultron. But yeah, like. Jarvis is fantastic. Like you would not be able to have Iron Man without Jarvis. So I'm going Jarvis for secondary character.
That's good. You also couldn't have Jarvis without an Iron Man.
That's right. It's true.
That's not true.
Maybe I get both. I don't know.
The AI form of Jarvis.
Yes.
And that's what you're going with. You're not talking
not
about
the butler. Not the butler.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
AI. I'm going AI.
No, dude, I love Jarvis. Yeah, that is a wild card though, because it's not because it's also not Vision.
No.
You're going straight Jarvis.
Straight Jarvis.
I love it, man. I like that pick.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. What do I want to do? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was. I didn't necessarily know if Wolverine was your favorite hero. You know,
He's not. He's
okay,
not.
but just for this purpose of this draft, you wanted to screw me.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. I didn't want to be too basic because
Yeah.
my favorite hero is pretty basic. So.
I pretty much
In
go.
Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. I pretty much go. I'm pretty much playing my favorites in this. Like,
Okay.
if you want to know how I'm drafting that, but now I'm thinking like, man, you got the hero that I wanted.
Yeah.
So it's like I had like a tier 1
So
hero.
how can you hurt him?
Well, well, I could do that the next time around though too, right? Like,
You could.
So it's like I have a tier 1 hero and it's Wolverine, and then I have like a few others that are all the same, but I love them. But it's like I almost feel like I don't need to draft one of them now because they can all come back around.
True.
So
Now you just got to think like smart. Where am I gonna go hero wise?
Yeah, you could.
Can you hold off your hero choice
I probably
until
could
later
because
on?
if you get a hero in this next 2 picks that you're about to have, again, there's a good solid group of them that I'd be happy with any of them.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to go hero, and I'm going to revert to my notes.
Ooh, he's
great for
taking
podcasting.
He's taking a peek at his paper.
So y'all talk amongst yourselves while I
Yeah.
review my notes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the reason he's going paper is because his phone is being used to record this
Yes.
for YouTube. So
Yeah. But by the way, Cap was who I thought you were gonna go.
yeah, Cap is
Like-
my favorite Marvel hero.
Yes.
I don't know. Wolverine, man, he's just so intense, man.
He was just two pumpkin spice latte for you.
There you go. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Man, this is so tough.
You need to outsmart Shimano. Is what you need to do.
Yep.
It's very hard to do, though. By the way.
No, it is. Shimano is the.
He's a human computer.
Yeah, dude.
He's Jarvis.
Dude, Shimano is Jarvis. Man, this is not good.
This dude turned down a academic history competition this weekend
Just to be here.
just to be here for the podcast.
On this
be here.
podcast.
Crazy.
Y'all remember
Crazy.
that, okay?
Yeah. Just know how his commitment level is diehard.
Okay.
You really can't make this pick, can you?
No, I can't. I mean, because
You're overthinking it.
There's a part of me that just thinks, okay,
Just make the pick.
all right. No, but I feel like you guys are going to pick on me when I make this pick.
That's going to happen regardless. So.
All right. I'm going villain.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And it's like the most easy one. But it's just, I've never seen a villain portrayed so successfully as Thanos.
Thanos, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know
I almost went with him on my second.
it's super basic. I get it. But, gosh, man, I just, it was the most powerful villain I've ever
Hey,
witnessed in.
T-Roll, what's the name of your Wi-Fi network?
Well, I'm not going to share it totally. But it does have to do with something about Thanos and, whether or not he was wrong about what he did.
Right. That's fantastic.
Yeah, man. Thanos had a point. Not going to lie.
Yeah, he really did. he really did. That's a good pick, though. That's a solid pick.
Yeah,
And
man.
Yeah.
He's first off with only one stone, he beat the Hulk. Like that's just like
Yeah.
he destroyed him so bad where he would not come back out again.
Yeah.
And then he gets the stones and then just annihilates half the universe. Like that's just
Yeah.
I can't hate you for that. That's a great pick.
So I feel good about it.
Yeah, and I think especially with the way that Marvel has set it up, he was the one that they've really given the time for you to get to know a villain. Marvel has a tendency to kind of, especially the MCU, has a tendency to put their villains on a back burner as really just ways to enhance their heroes more than anything else. And Thanos is one of the few. I mean, I think we've all talked about this, about how Infinity War is basically
It's a
Thanos
Thanos
a Thanos movie. And it took a lot of guts for the MCU to actually turn its self away from its normal formula and actually kind of like focus in on this villain and make sure they got what they consider to be correct, which
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something amazing about Thanos, and this is just a small picture of why I love him and even why I'm picking him so high in my draft. Infinity War, I've talked about this a lot. I've talked about this on the podcast. I actually think the Infinity War trailers, there's two of them, were like some of the greatest trailers I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And like I remember the feeling that rushed through my body when I saw Thanos in the trailer, and the goosebumps I got when and he wasn't doing much still, even in the trailer.
Right.
But there's just such a presence with Thanos that man, he is just he's a force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
So anyways, I went with my villain.
Solid pick.
Didn't need to because he already had his villain, so I probably didn't play it right. But that's okay.
It's all right, man. It's all right. You went with the heart. You followed your heart.
I did.
Yeah.
Truthfully, there's so many decisions I can't make that I'm kind of hoping Shimano makes them for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see. Shimano's.
Let's see. So I'm going to be doubling up here with their snake draft format. First, I am going to go with an anti-hero, and I'm going to go with Deadpool.
Okay.
I was wondering if he would get back to me, although he's kind of like the anti-hero category. I feel is like, the redheaded stepchild of this draft in a lot of ways. I feel like a lot of people can have strong opinions about your heroes and then your even like side characters. I feel like people get very attached to side characters. Like they're just, for whatever reason, you end up falling in love with that character. And but Deadpool is just like everything about the story, and it was just like this craziness about the whole how it came about and how it was like this leaked video after it was basically considered to be like a dead movie.
Yeah.
And this leaked like 5-minute segment, and it ended up being this huge thing. It's just like everything about it was super awesome. And then he was like Ryan Reynolds was phenomenal as his character.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and he just ended up being. It turned out he was perfectly cast, even though there's so much about what Fox did with that character was terrible. You know, with what they did with the X-Men Origins and it's just like the craziest.
The character of Deadpool, not Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I don't know, like the idea that you like sewed up the merc with a mouth, like what? How do you do that? Like,
Right.
I don't know. There's just a lot of things that were just insane that were done by 20th Century, and he's such a great character, and it has some feeling undertones to it, and it has a solid storyline, and then it's hilarious, and it's so well done, and so like poking fun at itself, and it's one of my favorite comic books to actually read is the Marvel is the Deadpool stuff and the stuff that he goes through. Like, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is one of my favorite, little runs that they have. So she's just phenomenal.
Yeah. Good solid pick, man.
Love that, man. Yeah, Deadpool, and I just am so excited to see, again, just like Magneto, Wolverine entering the MCU. Cannot wait to see Deadpool and how they pull that off.
Oh man,
I just feel like it's gonna be the most like creative. And there's rumors. Isn't there rumors that Mobius is going to be in it too, so it's going to have
that was
the variant stuff. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm fired up. Okay. All right, dude.
All
So you
right.
took your anti-hero. You got Deadpool paired with Magneto.
solid.
So what's next? What category is he going with next?
I think with the fact that I'm going to have to wait for this to go back and forth, I think I'm going to go with my supporting character.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to go with Korg.
Oh, dude, I was like 10 seconds ago. I was thinking about Korg.
Yes.
So, like, Korg is just...
What do you mean, Taika Waititi?
Yes. Taika Waititi as characters.
For sure.
He just has, like, the way he talks
Drink to that.
is just, he has this, dryness to everything that he says. And it's hilarious the way he delivers the lines and just the way he bounces off of Thor and the way he bounces off of other characters is just, He's just this phenomenal side character that brings so much like joy and to any scene. He steals any scene that he's in where he has a line. He's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dude, I like it.
The comedic timing with him too is just incredible too.
Yes.
Like it truly is. He's a great character. He really is.
Dude, I love Korg. I mean, he is just hands down like one of my. I'm trying to
He
remember.
might be the funniest MCU character, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
debate. There's debate there.
Him and
Trust me.
Louise.
But yeah.
We did a whole draft on side characters,
Yes,
right?
we did.
Yes.
We did. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember where Korg fell in that.
He
had
was-
to
he
have
was
gone
on there.
high.
He was on
No,
there.
he had to have gone high though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, and I love Korg. I mean, again, Ragnarok's my favorite movie, and he's one of the reasons it's so special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh my God! How I put you off?
I love it.
It's incredible.
I love it, man.
All right, back to me to panic about who I'm going to take again. So again, like right now, I've got to think. You've already got your hero,
I got my hero.
and you've got your
Secondary.
secondary. So I don't need to take either of them.
Nope. You don't have to. You can take your sweet time and.
It's time for me to take my female hero.
Oh, well,
First one
I-
off the
I
board.
guarantee
Way to
you,
go,
we
guys.
all,
You guys are all sexist.
We all know who
Don't-
it is.
Don't care about.
Yeah,
You think you know who it is?
I think I know who it is. Yeah. Look, if you steal my pick here, then I'm really pissed.
I need to look at my list again.
If you female hero, okay. So let me just if you're sticking with female hero right here
For sure, I'm
Okay.
sticking with female hero.
While thinking about this draft and thinking about a female hero that we need to actually draft in this event that we're doing here,
Yeah.
Marvel needs to step their game up and get some female heroes because
Yeah.
it is very thin in the MCU. And I'm not trying to like push agendas here or anything, but like there's not a big female representation in the
Well,
MCU.
the problem is, actually,
They're all the secondary characters.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, they're just
but
secondary.
there's only like, and that's the thing. I was actually this is
Mm-hmm.
like totally behind the curtains conversation that I had off the pod with you guys. I was trying to figure out like the difference between what the secondary hero meant because my female hero list is really short because in my mind there's like only a couple.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
true.
mean, there's others that I would take, but they're
Yeah.
technically secondary.
I mean, if you want to push him up to...
you can can
Okay.
promote them. You can promote them.
Can I promote one?
Yeah, why not? I might because they're so thin.
Okay, well then
So-
I hope I don't take yours.
You're going to. I already know it.
I'm taking the ancient one.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh,
you can take
that's
that.
an interesting pick,
that's a-
yeah.
that's
Okay.
a
I like
good
that.
pick. That's a solid pick.
Okay, great, dude.
Not even remotely on my radar.
Yeah,
Like picks I had, but
nowhere
yeah,
near my
Officially
radar.
as my female hero, though, not my secondary.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, I like that we kind of bridged that there. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I just think I love characters that are so intelligent
Yeah.
and so powerful with their mind, right?
Yeah.
And like the way she schooled Steven in the first Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
And just like like humbling him, honestly.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
And her
Right?
interaction with the Hulk. And,
Dude,
yeah.
and that is the scene for me for the Ancient One, along with her just kicking ass in the Battle of New York that nobody
Yeah.
knew about.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
we saw that in Endgame, like that was awesome, right? But yeah, that whole scene with the Hulk and then with Bruce, absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely loved it, and just the look on her face when she kind of realizes that she might have made a mistake. Remember, like it was just it's incredible. So, and she's just super powerful.
Very strong.
Yeah.
So, it was really sad to see her go in the first movie. And that's why that scene in Endgame for me, just like a lot of those scenes in the time heist, are so special.
Yeah.
Because we got a little extra time.
Yeah. We
'cause,
got
like,
a little more time with the people that kind
Without
of,
it being, that like
needed it.
cheese, like bringing them back to life
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good pick.
So let it be known that I took the first female. You guys are sexist, and now it's time to move on to Justin's pick.
All right. Well, I was gonna go female, but not anymore. So I'm actually gonna go anti-hero here, and
Right.
yeah, I am going to go with Venom.
Okay, he was on my list. He was on my
Yes.
short list. for
I'm
sure.
going to go with Venom. And first off, just when the MCU, I mean, yes, Sony's doing whatever the heck they're doing with Venom. Venom 3 is happening. That's happening. But
Sure, you don't want Morbius?
no, I don't want Morbius. Is he more of an anti-hero? No, I'm just kidding.
I
No,
thought
no,
he
no,
was,
no.
but I didn't even watch the movie.
I
Couldn't tell you.
I still haven't watched the movie because of Shimato's review. Shimato's review of this movie made me
All right,
never want to watch
hey,
it.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Morbius. Just talk about Venom, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Venom. I really want him to make his MCU debut. Is what I really want him to do because like Venom as a character is so incredibly like visually stunning. Like
Yes.
he's phenomenal. Like the oozing, dripping like Venom symbiote is phenomenal. But like his powers, I mean, honestly, he's very overpowered, and I love every second of it because I mean, yes, the sound waves kind of is his weakness, but everybody has a lame weakness. But Eddie Brock is a great character as well, and I just really, really, really enjoyed Venom as a character. So
Yeah.
I'm going with Venom.
I like it, man. What do you think of that, Shimada?
I mean, I think it was especially like Tom Hardy was a fun ride for the first Venom movie. Like it was solid in it, and it was you saw some cool stuff. Visually, it was really really cool.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of interesting things. You got to really see from a anti-hero point of view as well that you were seeing. I mean, yeah, you'd seen it from Deadpool, but this was even a little bit further in a lot of ways because it wasn't just, this person making this conscious decision. He was fighting against like this animalistic urge as well, to do what needed to be done. So that was always that's like an extra step, in a lot of ways towards like, away from the hero side towards the, anti side,
Very.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Venom. Okay, so you took your anti-hero.
I got my anti-hero.
So who do you got right now?
Left, I have either my female character or my villain still.
Okay,
So-
which we have each taken a villain,
Yep. And you've taken a female.
and I've taken a female. So you probably need to take a female.
I'm
'cause
going female.
Shimada's
You're
over
right.
here.
Yep.
You're right. I am gonna go female.
Okay. Now that's official. You're going female from here on out.
I'm going female from here.
You choosing?
Actually, you know what? I might. We'll
Making a
see.
choice?
All right. So female.
Okay.
I am gonna go with. I mean, it's probably not even on any one of your guys' radar at all.
Okay. So so that means it's not a main hero. Are you bumping up a secondary character like I did?
I'm preemptively choosing a future hero
Preemptively.
because she's already made her a debut appearance and everything, but she's taking over. She's gonna take over the mantle,
Okay.
and I am going to choose Kate Bishop. That's who I'm going.
Oh,
with.
that's a nice pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Kate Bishop, Hawkeye's predecessor is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Hawkeye's Padawan.
Yes. I cannot wait to see more of Haley Steinfeld. That's another reason why I picked her. But overall, I mean.
Yeah, she did do a good job.
She did. Yeah, great job. And just I don't know. Her personality in the Hawkeye show was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, she was by far the more interesting of the two characters that were in that show. Like Hawkeye was a little bland, to tell you the truth. And,
I agree.
But she was, she brought life to it, and the way she interacted, and
So I'm excited to see more of her. It's gonna be fun to see. I really think so.
Yeah, no, I like Kate Bishop a lot, and she kind of feels like, Actually, yeah, I mean, she's one of those younger heroes, but like she's also not super young. Like she's noticeably older, seeming like more mature than, Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I actually like Miss Marvel too. So, but I really do like Kate. So good call. All right, Shamato, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
Who have you taken again? See, you guys get the advantage of having the snake and getting two in a row. So I'm taking full advantage of trying to read the room.
I've taken support.
Okay.
I've taken anti-hero, and I've taken
Villain. So you still need a hero?
Yeah, I need a hero, and
I need a hero, and what else?
And my female.
Okay, I already got my female, so I got to go hero here. I mean, if I want to,
yeah, that would be the best way to do it. Is for you to take the strategically, yes, your
strategically.
Hero.
There's also an element of I think you could help me if I let you pick your hero first. It would help me make my decision.
Yeah,
because I'm so torn on who I want to pick.
Yeah,
it is true.
You just need to commit, man. That's it.
I do have commitment issues, so I need a secondary, which you already got.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right,
and I already got.
So all right, I'm going hero. All right. Oh man, who's my favorite hero? Do you guys think you know who I'm going to take?
It's a toss-up, I think, between two people.
Shimano, you got any confidence?
No real confidence.
No. Again, I would have taken Wolverine. I was so close to. Honestly, we added the anti-hero category right before we started.
Yeah, last minute.
If we wouldn't have added that
photo finish,
if we wouldn't have added that category, and I would have had number 2, Wolverine would have been gone because he's my favorite.
Yeah,
and I hate you, Justin. So
you're welcome.
So I guess I'll take the guy that I always equated as your favorite, even though it doesn't matter anymore because you've already taken a hero. But I'm taking Iron Man.
Oh, okay. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, but when I first met you, that was the only movie that was out. So I've always equated it as because you actually wore an Iron Man shirt on the first Avengers.
No, the first I dressed up as Tony Stark.
Well, no, but you had a
I had the Iron Man chest
underneath your coat.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you were wearing, bro.
Good.
Come on, man.
Okay, and I shaved the beard, trimmed it up like Tony
you did.
Stark.
You did. It was great.
Okay. Anyway,
so truthfully, Iron Man is the most important character in the MCU history, right? It was built around him, and he had the true climactic moment when he
did. He got his moment to shine.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. And truthfully, if I just think of from my background of loving movies and storylines, it's his character arc. I really believe is the greatest character arc. And it helps when you're in 11 movies, okay?
It does, yeah.
But it's the greatest character arc maybe in cinema history.
I mean, it's good. Tony Stark, yeah.
He's such a cocky, arrogant a-hole. And then, Cap calls him out that he would never be the one to lay his life down.
Yeah, and
he did.
He's the one that makes the sacrifice. And
he
makes the hard call.
He
That's
did.
It.
So I love Iron Man. I love Tony Stark.
It's a good pick, man. It's a good pick.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
A lot of my draft is, with the exception of the ancient one, is probably really simple. Maybe not Loki, but the Thanos and Iron Man, I know are really simpleton picks. You guys are taking all these deep cut picks, which I respect. But Shimano, you're up.
All right, so I got 2 picks, and I got my female, and I got my hero. I think I'm going to start with. I have 2 picks, so I'm going to start with my more basic pick, and then I'll move the deeper cut. So my hero, I don't know why I necessarily. I guess it's just because of the world he lives in and how it works. I love the character of Thor. For me, I just love Thor. Like, even from the very first movie, Ragnarok, of course, is phenomenal. But even I was always a little higher on the first Thor, and even though I understand it's not a good movie, I was a little higher on
Dark
Thor
World.
2,
Yeah.
Dark World,
Yeah.
because I just love that universe, the feel of it, and Maybe it has something to do with the
me
fact
too.
that, and although you were saying Tony Stark has like one of the greatest story arcs in cinema history, I feel like Thor has a phenomenal story arc as well. Like he learns so much, and he becomes, he starts as a very arrogant, very full of himself person, and he learns so much about himself and how to be selfless and how to be, a better person in his own right as well. Like he changes so much, and he's hit with so many moments of tragedy throughout the storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about
truly tragic. It really
yes,
is. Yeah.
like what the scene in Endgame where he goes back and sees his mother, like that is a hard scene to watch. Like it is, he loses his mother, he loses his love interest, although I'm like about
exactly
about her. But he loses he loses his father.
Well, yeah, that's the scene with Rocket too. Like when he's sitting there. I mean, it's played for comedic effect, but like, it's all true. Like,
when he's running through all.
He's like, my brother's dead, my mom's dead,
Yes.
like my dad's dead. Like he's literally going through
Killed
everything.
by a dark elf.
Yep.
Killed by this.
His entire his planet is gone.
Lost his homeworld.
Like he lost his homeworld in so much of this, and he had to learn so much.
Yeah.
And he just everything about him. He learns just so much about himself and about how to be a real person in a lot of ways. So I that's one, and just like visually, his world was just stunning in all.
Thor's a good pick.
Yes,
it's a good pick.
So Shimano, you would have taken Thor. Even if I didn't take Iron Man, you would have taken Thor, right?
Yes.
So this is what I'm saying. Like I was torn between Thor and Iron Man. So like you would have made my decision for me. It's kind of what the point I'm making. So funny, man. But I love Thor. I mean, yeah, and he's just the man. All right, so
good choice.
Who's your last one, bro?
So my last choice is going to be coming from the female category. I'm going to go with Daisy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Quake herself.
So, yes, Quake. Like, she...
Wait, are you going with Daisy or Sky?
She's Daisy.
I'm just kidding.
She's Daisy.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
That's the name that she wants to be called. So that's what she is.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But anyway, once again, I feel like she grows a lot. Like she's a very immature person at the beginning of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she thinks she knows a lot more about the world than she really does. Yeah. I think, and then she learns, so much about herself and so much about, her past and everything about herself, and it's a phenomenal journey that you get to go on with her learning about her powers and learning about her family history. And then learning how to, be a leader and, deal with all these tough situations. So she's just a phenomenal, example of just like what can happen if you actually take the time to invest in a character.
Yeah.
Amen to that, bro.
I agree, man. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a wild ride. And from where she starts as like in a van with like all the computers and hacks and all that kind of stuff, right? To where she finishes as a leader, like an elite leader. It's a fun journey.
Yes.
And I'm glad we were able to take that ride.
Yes, we were. Well, all right. So it's back to me for my final pick.
Final pick, yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ooh,
Shimano.
Here we go.
Any idea where I'm going here?
No idea.
What category do you have left?
Secondary character.
Secondary character?
Which there's a ton to choose
Fitz.
from.
Yeah.
It's Fitz for sure. Yeah, it's Fitz. I mean, I could have gone with. There's actually secondary character is probably the hardest one for me because they're like I don't know. One of you guys said it. Maybe there's like such a. There really feels like a big attachment to the secondary characters.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're more. It's more humanized. Like even Fitz. Like
they're there to play the role of the audience. Like, the majority of the time.
And they don't have the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main character has the pressure of all these like stipulations and all these storylines that have to be on them. Whereas there's a little bit of leeway with your secondary characters. They can be a complete comedic character like a Korg.
Yeah.
Or they can be this character that you that starts out real small and you get to see them grow. Lots of times they're
your man in the chair.
Yeah, they're pigeonholed. They're a pigeonholed character that grows out of it. I'm not gonna lie, Gemma was on my short list of either.
I wish you would have gone Gemma and then.
Yeah, then you would have went.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Fitz is just like hands down one of my favorite characters in the entire MCU.
Yes.
Truly a guy that, I mean, if they pull anybody from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. into the main MCU, I'm going to totally mark out, like go crazy, okay?
Yeah.
But if they somehow got Fitz to go over. I mean, listen, like no superpowers, at least not at the beginning. He kind of turned into just a badass through
He really did.
What's it called? The
Mainframe?
Mainframe, yeah. But the thing that sets Fitz apart for me is just like his ability to literally perform miracles.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The amount of times where he pulled something off where it's like, there's no way they're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
And he did.
He's a genius, dude. He's
Genius.
absolute genius.
True genius.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got Fitz.
Yeah, and just like the fact that he has like, you're always kind of a sucker for the guy who's like the nerdy guy who likes the girl, but he can't quite cross that bridge, and then he
gets the girl.
Yes, then he gets the girl.
Totally relate.
Nice, dude.
All right.
Nice. All right. We're going to close it out with me.
Yes,
All
we
right?
are.
All right. So my last category is villain.
Yeah.
And
How did it feel to sit back and just, you had a long time to wait for this,
I
right?
did. I got to patiently, sit on this one
no
for a little
rush,
bit.
yeah.
No rush at all. So, my villain, it's kind of I don't know if you could veto it if you want to veto it. Feel free to.
Oh, it could be an anti-hero? Is that what you mean?
You'll see when I
All right, I'm so
All right.
eager.
Now, I am taking my second female, Mr. Sexist over here. My villain is Scarlet Witch.
No, I'm not going to veto it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Scarlet Witch is my villain.
I almost took her.
In Doctor Strange, the
Oh, yeah.
Multiverse of Madness, she
Yeah.
was
OP.
absolutely incredible. She was taking people out left and right.
Yeah.
Her menacing looks that she gave was just enough for me. Like she was incredible, especially like that opening scene where she's just in the trees and the orchards and everything, and then the transition, her reality, what actually was happening.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. And then her torment that we see go on in WandaVision, like the struggle, the back and forth of what's reality, what's not. Like, it's
Absolutely.
absolutely incredible. And even though it had a little bit of a miss on the finale of that, WandaVision overall was a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
And I truly think that we need more Scarlet Witch. I think we do.
Yeah.
I think she's a great character to kind of help build up this MCU.
She is. And the thing about Scarlet Witch is she could, if they wanted to, she could have literally been she could have literally been the villain for an entire phase.
Yeah.
If they wanted to.
Yeah.
They chose not to, even though I kind of thought they would. That's how powerful she is.
That's how powerful she
Yeah.
is.
I mean, we're talking, that was Thanos. That's apparently, we think, Kang. Hopefully still.
Right. Yep.
TBD.
Yep.
But like that's incredible, class of their own, right? So I think Scarlet Witch is a great pick, man. And honestly, all the way back in round 2, I was hung up on Thanos or Scarlet Witch.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it,
So
man.
she could have gone very high in this draft.
Yeah. Wow. And if you would have taken Scarlet Witch there, I probably would have taken Thanos. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Now I want Markham sent his picks if he got
Okay.
one, like an
Yes.
Yeah. We can just
All
at
of
least
his
judge
picks
his.
are still
On the
there.
board?
On the board.
Ooh.
Are you ready
Dude,
for this one?
I love this, yeah.
Markham for his male hero, he would have taken Captain America.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I feel like he
was
did not
on my
get any.
short
He didn't
list.
get any love on here.
But we
He
love
would-
him.
He would have been my pick if I didn't go with Wolverine.
Yeah.
His female hero was Captain Marvel. He went with Brie Larson,
Okay.
Captain Marvel.
Okay, is it the word captain in every pick?
No.
That would've been
No,
great.
that would have been great. His villain, he went with Ultron.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Probably
I think,
just off of potential.
But I think that's what I was gonna say. I think the potential of Ultron
Yeah.
deserves that pick for sure.
Right. Right.
Which I still think we haven't seen the last of Ultron. I really
I hope
believe
you're right
that.
about that.
I mean, that's one of the most like
Good fan
base
theory.
things that they
Yeah.
have that happens in the Marvel like comic books is that every time you think you're done with Ultron, he's there. He's escaped in some form or version.
Yeah.
You know.
So and then he did his supporting character as Groot. He picked Groot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it's a solid pick, man.
Yeah,
That's a good
it is.
pick.
I mean, yeah.
Gosh, dude, I don't know how much support he was when he was a angsty little teenage
No,
tree.
in
Yeah.
the first one,
Yeah.
it was great support.
Yeah, for sure. He didn't know about the anti-hero category, but
True.
he went with a female villain, and his
Is she an antihero?
no,
Okay.
his female villain would have been Hela.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who was sick.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, she was pretty awesome. Yeah.
So shout out Markham. Wish you were here tonight, bro. But yeah,
That's a good team.
yeah, solid.
So
team.
how about you guys run through your teams
Yeah,
first?
go ahead, Shimano.
Before we're done.
He probably doesn't remember.
So
He remembers.
male male hero Thor,
Mm-hmm.
Female hero Daisy, aka Quake, aka Sky.
Thank you.
Villain,
AKA Daisy Johnson.
villain Magneto. Side or secondary character Korg, and
Sweet.
the anti-hero Deadpool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid team.
Yep.
I had anti-hero was Loki, villain was Thanos, male hero was Iron Man, female hero was the Ancient One, and the secondary character was Fitz. Dude, just imagine Tony Stark and Fitz on a team together.
Ooh,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Great. All right, so my team was Wolverine for the hero, secondary character of Jarvis, the AI.
Yes.
I'll specify that.
Yeah.
Anti-hero, Venom, and Kate Bishop as the female hero, and then finishing it off with the villain of Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
So that's a
Love
solid
it.
team, man. That
Yeah,
really
man.
is. Oof. So, I mean, you guys let us know whose team you would prefer.
Who's the best?
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be a fun conversation about total nerd conversation of like, why this team's better than that team.
Yeah,
you
which
know?
which team will win?
Yeah.
There was some.
Well, I mean, I probably would have voted a little differently, or picked
yeah.
a little differently.
Nah,
if-
Korg.
hey, Korg. Yeah, maybe.
You know, maybe that could be another draft one day where we're like, no, all about like winning a battle.
Yeah.
Like a battle royale, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe we could do it with a DC draft when we do a DC one.
Yeah. Ooh, or like if we ever do a mixed draft, maybe that could be the
Yes.
thing that
Yes.
sets it apart, right?
Really create that drama. Of
We will
like,
do a
oh,
mi- we will do a mixed
Superman
draft, yeah.
versus the Hulk. You know,
Right,
that
yeah.
type of situation.
Oh boy, here we
yeah,
go.
and then we really fight to the death over it. All right, well, this is fun, boys. I really enjoyed this conversation. And to all of our listeners, we hope you enjoyed it as well. We want to remind you to please subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Be sure to share this podcast with all your friends, right? And also be sure to follow us on social media at Royal Geek Pod on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. Lastly, please come back next week. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, our review of that movie will be on this podcast next week. So please check that out. Yeah, and with all that in mind, for my good friends Sandy and Shamato, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.